Hey guys, I'm Mist. I made a video about my painting steps and my way of thinking. I have adjustment about the video speed to save time, so let's get started. First of all, I like to start with a line draft to outline silhouette and simple structure. The line draft is a great way to quickly express the content you want to display. This character is a very strong on top, so I made his silhouette like a triangle, which would look very stable. At the same time, he was very aggressive, so I added two horns on his head. It can give him a very sharp point. Then I quickly drawn the title range because the core of this illustration is actually in the title expression. And then I gave him a basic hue. You can see part of the series is warm tones, so instead I replaced the cold tones. There is a reason that the characters of this series are all of very bad guys. Then I was quickly to make the color distribution and rhythm, and then add part of the dark and bright colors so that it has basic volume. Next, I made a simple layout like before series so that his style and the previous illustration more unified. The next step is to polish, and I will gradually clean up his silhouette and the internal structure of the transition. In my personal works, I will try to ensure made this step fast to improve efficiency. So you can see that I almost not do any adjust, just follow my sketch way. I made his back spatial smooth of the texture, which is to facilitate the subsequent title drawing. If the texture is too much now, the title effect will be very poor. So I have to sacrifice the texture of the back to ensure a better expression of titles. The next important point about how to think it. Throughout this stage, I focus on polish. I think this step is no need to talk too much, because just use a basic skill to improve him. So my brain is relaxed when I'm doing the polish. I can think about what I should do next behind. So why my personal work complete very quickly? A big reason is still thinking ahead of time. For example, when I still portray the body, I have been thinking about the composition and details of the title. I think this is a very good way to carry out faster expression. I call it a logical continuity of thinking. The core of is based on the existing basis to derivative thinking. Similarly, when I do concept design, I will still keep this idea according to the existing character to create of an environment and even the world. I really think this is a very fun way. In the polish, I will be almost everything separated to a single layer. It will be easy to draw their details without breaking the silhouette. Next, you can see. Now I need to say something else about the thinking of painting. This video is for my own personal work. It's different from the work task. If it's at work, I really think we need a lot of time to find the reference and more sketches. I hope my video will not be misleading because this video is done without any other feedback, so very casual. But in the formal work, I still think that need a very serious attitude to deal with. Need more communication with colleagues. So I hope my video will not interfere with your normal work. It's just a quick painting process to show. Hope that you can understand. Then I need some time to polish. I think here only need to see the video will understand. So give me a little time to finish it. When I finished some detail, I start drawing the most important point of the tattoo. As I said, I have already thought about how to design this tattoo. I have a little bit idea. First, because the character isn't show his face, so I want his face can display on his back. So the middle is his traditional style face. I like the elements about the fire, so I let the fire fall down from his mouth. Then I need to add elements at the top. So what should I do? I chose the two attraction elements from Oriental traditional tattoos, dragon and serpent. The dragon and the serpent rushed out from the ocean, but the addition will be very abrupt. So I need to add the transition elements to complete the story. Of course, they have the whole story now, but I like to continue thinking so that they become reasonable. So I put a song in the middle top. In fact, the song isn't a real song, it's a huge bead from ocean. So my story at this time for me, let me tell you. The sea there has been a big, attracted a dragon and serpent to compete, but also attracted a huge monster. The monster in the sea at the same time against a dragon and a serpent. It's very difficult, so it spit a huge flame, evaporated part of the sea, killing the dragon and serpent, grabbed the bead. Yeah, sounds like a rap freestyle. It's very fun. Seawater evaporated, there will be a lot of smoke. So you can see the title inside there are also many smoke elements. Yeah, it's nice. I'm temporarily completing a funny story. I really enjoy great story, very interesting and later are interested to keep going. By the contrast to the process of drawing really boring a lot. You can see that I only use 3 steps to complete them. The first with the lines to join the free world. The second with a dark field shadow. And the final made the transition. Yeah, it's final. It's very simple steps. Have many people asked me how to design tattoo. I want to say you just only need a lot of accumulation and painting on it. I have a lot of friends who are tattoo artists, so I have learned a lot of tattoo design knowledge. These are really easy, so I don't think there is any need to discuss this simple thing. You just need to keep painting and thinking. Next, just let me spend some time to finish the tattoo. The next is also a very interesting place to draw fonts. Each of these words is meaningful. I use some of the Chinese character shape to create them. It isn't a real Chinese character. I made some changes, let them had more meanings. But I have not found a good way to explain. Perhaps I will show out in the future to explain the words. Then I will continue to find some other elements to complete the character. So with me a little bit of time. Now the character is almost done, so I will start to design the background. Like a tattoo in front of me, the background I have already had the idea. I will be in the background with the ukiyo way to reproduce the three monsters that are fighting scenes. First of all, I will be based on the layout of the character to decide the composition of the background. Give him a simple sketch and then I will start to use line to complete my idea. Now I use all of my idea at this time, and that's a scene of the fight, drawing in a traditional way. When the line is finished, I will first fill the basic color to give them a different layers. This will facilitate the next work. The next step is to give them design colors. Because this series is called Tom, so I first give the serpent a blue, give the ghost a blue and a purple. In order to produce contrast, I give the dragon a warm color, so the relationship will have a good display. At the same time, because the bead are surrounded by the flame, the dragon's warm color can be a very good as a transition. When I finished this step, I started repeating the step like tattoo to fill the shadow with dark colors. So as before, the process of painting is boring, but to design this picture is very interesting. So when I have these ideas, then I just need to follow the steps to finish them. So wait a minute again, please. When I finish the background, I will take with the previously complete illustration to do comparison. Adjust his gray and color so that they are more unified style. Then I will start to adjust the relationship between the character and the background and begin to increase the special effects. About the special effects, there are a lot of people asking me how painting the flame or fire. So this picture I specifically create a lot of flame effects to show the painting method. Actually, it's very simple. Only need to use the Photoshop comes with a hard edge brush. Brush transparency adjust to 13% to painting and follow the fire mode of motion to draw. As for how to make him more vivid and natural, I can only say must need long time accumulated experience to produce. I think when you saw this video will feel something but still need a lot of practice to do better. And next, I'm going to do some pointing effects. For efficiency, I use the previous work inside the layer. But even to redo is very simple. There are many ways to use the material or brush or even entirely on their own to draw. Can be the same effect. The difficulty lies in how to design such effects. This is the first time I made an explain video. On the one hand is to share my experience of my personal work. The other side is to exercise my spoken language. I've always thought that communication is also a very important way to improve. So if you have any question, you can tell me. If I have other free time in the future, I will continue to make new videos. And really thank you for watching.